Hi, how you doing? This is the guy from Pittsburgh. Well, somebody asked me 3 Octave to talk about Ghost of Gettysburg. Well, I've been to Fredericksburg. I went to school in Staunton, Virginia, which is right near Manassas. The North called it Bull Run. I've tromped all over those battlefields. Never been to Gettysburg. But I thought I'd mention a famous ghost story of Gettysburg. George Washington himself is supposed to have helped the Union Army in one of the engagements there. And en route to the battlefield, a Maine division was headed, the 20th Maine was headed to Gettysburg. And they reached a fork to the road and they were kind of lost. They weren't sure where to go. Suddenly, a figure on a horse wearing a tricornered hat appeared to lead them. First, they thought he was a Union general, but noticed the man and his horse emitted an eerie glow. Some recognized the man as strongly resembling George Washington, whom they knew from his famous portraits. Hundreds of soldiers verified they had seen him. The ghost led the division of soldiers to a strategic position at Little Round Top, where they would repel a flank of Confederates who had been winning the war with victories at Fredericksburg and elsewhere. And it was a huge mistake by Lee to move into Pennsylvania. And this became so well known that Secretary of War Stanton himself conducted a formal investigation of the matter. And the colonel commanding the 20th Maine, Joshua Chamberlain, said, "We know not what mystic power may be possessed by those now bivouacking with the dead. I know only the effect. I dare not explain or deny the cause. Who shall say that Washington was not among the number of those who aided the country that he founded?" And while Chamberlain didn't see the specter, he firmly believed it happened. And there's a strange story with him and other people too. There was a general who was wounded at Gettysburg, and they moved his body, and his beloved dog showed up with his widow, and the dog would not leave the site where he'd been buried at Gettysburg. The dog sat there and starved to death and died of starvation and thirst and howled over his former grave. And there's a ton of places in the Gettysburg area that are haunted. There's a famous story where two college administrators, female, went down the elevator to the basement, and they expected to see the basement you would normally see, and when the doors opened they saw a sight of carnage with men lying on tables, Civil War surgeons using saws to cut off legs and arms, to amputate them because they'd been shattered by mini balls, screaming, blood everywhere. And the people turned to look at them standing in the elevator, and then the doors closed. They went back up and didn't want to go down there for a long time. So you see that there's one civilian that's been killed, was killed at Gettysburg, and her ghost haunts that building. And there's mansions and ghost tours at Gettysburg. So I'll talk about those later. I'm going to get the hell out of here. It's too damn hot. But George Washington, his ghost appeared at Gettysburg. All right, this is the guy from Pittsburgh. I'll be back later tonight to do another video on more ghosts, and I'll catch you next time. I'm going to go to Starbucks and do one video because people said I was too damn lazy to walk to Starbucks. So I'm going to do a video showing me walking to Starbucks and standing outside of Starbucks and going to get coffee or water or what have you. Not lazy. My foot and knees were hurting. Okay. Free Art Bell, Free Art Bell's Bumper Music, and Free to Duck. Stay cool, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.